Hi everyone, my name is Kate House, and this channel is starting because I'm interested in reviewing books, and hopefully you're interested in hearing them. It is for all books I've read, want to read, what my subscribers want to read, popular titles. We're all here for it. So, one of the books I loved reading. It was probably one of my 5 stars this year. I finished it in February of 2026. Yeah, that's the right year. Is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. It is a captivating young adult novel with romantic interests. I will say there's a lot of depth and trigger warnings in this book. There's a death. Sorry. Spoiler! I'm sorry. But death, slight romance, not spicy by any means. It's a more PG romance. So, and um, terminal illnesses. Most of the characters in the book and that the book focuses on are terminally ill people, whether they have cancer, they're missing limbs, they're blind. I will say that much. And I love this book. I cried. I finished it at 2 a.m. and I cried. That's how I went to bed at 2 a.m. crying because I couldn't get enough of it. John Green, you deserve more credit than you've got. He wrote another book, Turtles All the Way Down. That is in my to be read pile. My friends have loved it, and I want to read it. I do plan on doing more books as this is a beginning channel. I hope everyone subscribes and follows along for more of the crazy book talks. Now, more of the logistics of it. What I want to do besides talking about these wonderful stories that have been captivated by many different perspectives is I want to learn. And why did I make this channel? I made this channel so I could become a better reader. I hated books my entire academic career. There is nothing more I hated than picking up a book. And my English teachers throughout the public school system was like, gotta find a book you love. And that took a while for me. I'm not gonna lie. The first, in-depth, captivating book series in elementary school for me or the Amulet graphic novel series, and that caused some tears. Beautiful book series. Wish I could read it again. Probably will. One of the best things I ever picked up was a graphic novel. It helped me a lot through my school level career. Secondly, then in 8th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, I struggled to find a good book. That's not a lie. Not a lie. I hated reading. Reading was like a chore. And I don't want that to be a chore for anyone. Reading should not be a chore. You should read because you want to read. There are so many different types of books, such as audiobooks, ebooks, paperback, hardback. I don't even know what kind of other books they have. But there are so many options when it comes to books. And then in 8th grade, I found my book. I found a lot of good books in 8th grade. I got a concussion, and my English teacher said, you gotta read. No, you can't read, but I know you can listen. I don't know if it was good for me, but I did. I found a wonderful book. Can't remember the title of it, but it was a fabulous book. I feel like in 8th grade, I found a lot of good books. One of them was a sports book. I don't remember the title of it, but I ended up not finishing it because when you flip through a book, you accidentally might have catched a spoiler. That's why we don't look through the book like this. Because then I found out the main character's dad died from cancer, and I just lost it. Didn't want that to happen. I don't think anybody wants that to happen, but unfortunately in life, it does. And I just cried. Difficult cried. Then freshman year was, I ain't touching anything kind of year. It was when I was in high school. COVID was hard, so I was doing online school that year. Um, then my junior, sophomore year, because I graduated early, got smushed together. And I looked at my English teacher square in the face. I said, "You can't get me to touch a book." And she was like, "All right, bet." She did indeed get me to touch a book. And it was The Hunger Game by Susan Collins. I don't remember your name. I'm so sorry. I love the first one. In my opinion, and everyone's entitled to theirs, it's a safe space. You all can dispute it in the comments. I did not care for any of the books after the first book. I've gotten a lot of heated opinions by my Hunger Game loving family, but that was my opinion. What else did I read? I tried to be a classics lover, didn't work out, and a lot of people always say, "Don't finish a book that you feel like you're forced to read." If your leisure book you feel is a chore, it is not the book for you. If you're in this book 20 pages in and you don't like it, you think this book sucks, you have all rights to put it down. Maybe you come back to it in 2 years, you decide that it's the book. That's fine, because your 1 star, "I didn't finish it because I hated it," could be somebody else's 5 star that they loved. And maybe that's this book, The Fault in Our Stars. I love this book. Loved it, finished it. Perfect. I think it is what every story should be. Beautiful. But that might not be the case for everyone, and I'm perfectly here to help people grow readers. And I started this channel because my cousins are at that we're beginning reader stage, and I said, how do I better myself to become a better reader and prepare them? Reading. So I started reading chapter books, picture books for them. And I decided if I want to be a good influence, I don't want to be on my phone all the time. I want to read for them because I want to, because I love to, not because it's a chore. And I think the school systems have, I don't want to critique the school system, but I feel like a lot of people hate reading because it just felt forced. And everyone has the choice between a book and a phone or technology. And it's become this chore where we're in this literacy crisis. And I want to help people learn to love to read, or to love to read again. Start small. Start with, if you decide that you can't handle a chapter book, picture books, board books, start small. It is the best thing to do. I started reading picture books aloud. I don't even remember what the first picture book I read to my cousins were. But it was with a sloth, a sleepy sloth. Beautiful book. Teaches a child that reading the book to my cousin taught her that staying awake isn't the best thing all the time. That eventually we do have to fall down to sleep. And she loves that book. May that be her favorite book for now. But it doesn't have to be for everyone. You have to start somewhere, because if you don't try, what are you losing? Because you have to start small. Even if it means reading a child's board book or a picture book. If you like looking at the pictures and books, start small and then work your way up. Or you can go all in and decide Leon Trotsky's, I don't even think that's the author. I doubt it. No. But be prepared to take small steps. I just jumped in head first and said, I'm just going to read because I can. May that be it for you. But not everyone is that. So if you want to hear more wonderful things, you should definitely hit that like and subscribe button. And secondly, this is not a space for hate. Hate has no room, only love. So I will review every book. I've got a bookshelf behind me full of books. Who Was, What Was, Where Is. Literary Classics by Sylvia Plath. 1984 by George Orwell. Everything. Emma by Jane Austen. I got everything. If it's in hype, I'm reading it. And I will read with y'all. If you guys have a suggestion, I will be on it. I promise, and I want this to be a safe space for everyone. May everyone love reading. And if you want a more in-depth analysis of The Fault in Our Stars or any other book, please let me know in the comments. Everyone have a fabulous day.